I'm Steve Brown, and you're watching Behind the Bar with Paul Starr.
Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. We've been joined by the Bristol Bomber Steve Brown. A long weekend, Steve, in the UK Open Qualifiers 1, 2 and 3 in Wigan. It didn't go so well for yourself. You didn't collect anything. It's a tough schedule, isn't it?
It is a tough schedule, yeah. It's a long day. Obviously, there's a lot of entries as well, so it makes it even more difficult. I mean, some players had to play 2 prelim games just to get to the money round. So it's a tough few days.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes to a head, of course, in Butlins in Minehead on, I believe, the 6th, 7th and 8th of March. So it's another weekend, a couple of weekends' time.
Yeah.
So six qualifying days. The prize money is made up £10,000 to a winner a day, £5,000 for the runner-up, £2,500 for the semi, £1,500 for the quarters, £1,000 for the last 16, £500 for the last 32, and like you said, the last 64, £250. How much would you say the players sort of looking for to qualify? I mean, we're looking at around £500, £750.
I think a lot of people thought 750 would be sort of the benchmark, but I just can't see 90 or 100 players accumulating more than £500. I mean, it's so difficult to pick up any money. Yeah. I think a lot of the same players will pick up money every week, but I can't see 90 odd players pick up over £750.
Of course, this is open to the PDC Tour card holders and a PDPA associate members. So that's why we're getting over 200 players, the best players in the world. And I believe there's another 32 competitions going on around the country. So in qualifiers to make it up to around about 100.
Yeah, well, the amateur qualifiers.
Yeah. So it's like they call the FA Cup of Darts. You know, with the how it works when it gets down to Butlins with a seeding and the fact that players coming at different levels. So, on looking at Friday, well, I think realistically, it's Adrian Lewis. He walked away with the £10,000 first prize. Now, that's a long day, and he beat Michael Van Gerwen in the final. So beat him in the final 6-1, and 121.86 average in his first round match. Adrian hit against Ryan Harrington. That is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? It is scary.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So that's day number one. £50,000 on offer each day. Semi-final performances from Mark Webster. Good to see Mark back. Ex-course BDO World Champion, and Brendan Dolan, who I think is one of the most underrated players in World Darts. He
seems to be at the business end of a lot of competitions, doesn't he? And he just, I remember sort of playing him 2 or 3 years ago, and he was good at grinding out results then, but now, I mean, he's turned into a great front runner, and he doesn't let go.
No, he doesn't. So that was the first thing. No entry there from, of course, Mr. Taylor or Gary, but just to mention again that, so realistically, in the world rankings, you have Adrian and Michael would be like the top 2 seeds in that tournament, and they made the final out of over 200. But it's amazing, the fact that even with that many, well,
you just got to look at Adrian's averages. I mean, they speak for themselves, don't they? Yeah. And I think over the course of the weekend, I think Michael had a few sort of high, over 105 averages as well. So
good stuff. Then on to Saturday. Great form again from the Green Machine, Michael Van Gerwen. He beat his best man in the final 6-1. Collecting £10,000 there, including wins against Barney, Lewis. He wired a double 12 for another 9-darter, like he did a couple of times in the Masters. Michael Smith made a semi-final, and Brendan Dolan again. So it's that name. Anything from you, Steve? How do you feel your game went over the first couple of days?
I went into it full of optimism on Friday. Been putting a lot of hours in recently. Form has been coming back, sort of playing locally and in practice sessions. So got off to a half-decent start, and then the wheels fell off. But I've got another chance next weekend. Yeah. The next lot of UK Open Qualifiers, so fingers crossed I'll accumulate enough to get into that.
Yeah, that's right. And then on to Sunday. Guess what? Michael Van Gerwen wins it again. So he's won £25,000 in 3 tournaments and takes his run to 25 out of 26 matches since the World Championship. He beat Wade in the final 6-1. Simon Whitlock landed a 9-darter. And en route to the final as well, Michael, he beat the likes of Bunting and his best man again, Vincent van der Voort. So we know he's probably the best player in the world, but it is astonishing that somebody could even, I know how tight these matches, it's best of 11, isn't it? Yeah. Every match. Yeah. To win and make the final over the weekend, to win a couple of times, make the final, it is astonishing.
Yeah, it's incredible, really. And I just wonder that if, obviously he lost his world title, and obviously Gareth's picked it up. So I think whereas for the last sort of 12 months it's been Michael and Phil, and that people talk about. Now there's never a name in the hat. I think that's probably given Michael the jab in the arm that he needed now.
Yeah.
I think he's going to more than determined than ever to become, to be number one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, there we go. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 6 Gary Anderson t-shirts to give away on finals night of the 2015 Premier League in May. 3 ways. Basically, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/TungstenTales, and of course, comment there. Facebook is TungstenTales Darts, and you can post there. And of course, retweet this video on Twitter. Thanks for joining us on Behind the Bar with Paul Starr. And of course, thanks for our guest, Steve Brown. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Best luck for the future. And of course, thank you to William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. And of course, for Unicorn Darts.